Hello and welcome to 5 Minutes to Code with your host Matthew C. Applegate. Today we are going to be looking at some examples in processing. I love using processing to help new programmers learn how to code. It's simple and it gives the coder almost immediate feedback, which allows them to better understand what the code is doing. If you don't already have processing, I recommend you pause the video and download it from the link below. Once you have processing set up, you're ready to begin. Processing is set up into two main areas, the setup area and the draw area. As the program is run, it jumps to the setup area and carries out those instructions first. It only does this once at the beginning of the program. After it has completed the instructions in the setup area, it moves on to the draw area. The draw area loops from top to bottom until the program is terminated. Let's check out the code for this example in more detail. Today, we are going to make some generative art that draws arcs with a random start and end point. The first command we issue in the setup is size 650 by 500. The 650 by 500 is the application window size. The second command, ellipse mode center, tells processing that we wish to draw all circles from the center point instead of the top left coordinates, which is the default in processing. And finally, no fill tells processing that we do not wish to fill in any other shapes we produce with a color, and that we purely wish to have the outline of those shapes. Now that we have the canvas set up, let's move on to the draw area. As mentioned previously, the draw area loops and loops until the program is terminated. The first command in our loop is background 000. This covers the entire background with the RGB values that we provide it. In this case, 0 red, 0 green, and 0 blue create the color black. The second command, stroke weight 2, says that we wish for our brush to be 2 pixels wide. We now create a for loop which counts from 20 to 800 with a step of 5. By using for int I equals 20 to I is less than 800 and I equal I plus 5. This creates a small gap in between the circles, which you'll see later. We now randomize the brush color by using stroke random 255, random 255, and random 255. This creates a random R, G, and B value and assigns it to the brush that creates the outline. We now need to create a random start and end point for our arcs. So we use float start equals random pi times 2, which creates a random number between 0 and pi times 2. We also need to create an end. So we use float end equals random pi times 4, a random number between 0 and pi times 4. We now draw the arc with its center at the center of our screen. Its size is determined by the I variable, which is increasing by 5 steps around the loop. And it uses the randomly generated start and end points we created above. So let's draw the arc. Arc, width divided by 2, height divided by 2, I, start, end. The final command, delay 3000, holds the current screen for 3 seconds or 300 milliseconds before creating a new image. I really like this example and you can get some really cool images out of it. I hope you enjoy it as well. Be sure to tinker with the code, change some of the examples, make the screen bigger or smaller, change the size of the brush, even change the way the color is randomized for different results. Remember to take screenshots of your art and maybe try and recreate some of your work in the real world. I really hope you like what you have seen, and if you do, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. If you want more, be sure to check out the other videos in the series. There's lots of great examples to help you create computer art.